The 2015 Motul TT Assen marks an historical point for MotoGP TV coverage. For the first time ever, exactly 100 onboard cameras will be mounted to cover the Grand Prix, a new record in MotoGP history. But everything started exactly 30 years ago in a very different way. Back in 1985, and fittingly at Assen, the pioneers made the first step to bring footage from onboard the bike live for TV broadcasters for the very first time. Rothman's HRC and TV engineer David Earle were the people behind making that dream a reality.
In order to make the camera head small enough to fit behind the windscreen fairing, we had to split it into two parts. This part here is the camera head with the sensing device in it, and on the front we have a wide-angle lens with an ND filter. All of that was connected by this umbilical cable to this unit here, which contained most of the electronics from the camera.
The Honda NS500 was the bike chosen to install the revolutionary package, with the camera weighing more than 700 grams located between the windscreen bubble and the fuel tank. The three-cylinder bike didn't need to use all the fuel capacity, so Honda Racing Corporation agreed to use 2 litres less in order to allow to fit the camera control unit, lithium batteries and the microwave transmitter in what was called the secret compartment. Finally, the antenna boosted the signals up to a helicopter, which at the same time sent the signals back down to somebody standing on the roof of the outside broadcast television truck. The 2.8 kilogram onboard system was ready to work.
In the run-up to Assen, we had to decide which rider we were going to choose. Now, Freddie Spencer was world champion, and the chances are he was going to win the race. So he wasn't a good choice. Randy Mamola, on the other hand, was a go-for-it guy, and he was willing to take the camera.
When this onboard camera showed up, obviously it was something new. I was asked to do it as a part of it. I know the specifics of asking for to do it because I knew that I would be in the heat of the battle.
On this particular occasion, it was pouring with rain, and whereas Freddie Spencer, as far as I'm aware, didn't particularly like the rain, Randy Mamola loved it, and he just shot off from the start of the grid and never looked back.
And there we can see the view of the camera on Randy Mamola's machine as the lights change to green. Mamola starts to push his bike into line. He's made a good start. You can see the pits disappear, and Mamola must be leading the charge. We're at the front of the field as he heads into the first left-hander, and this is Randy Mamola who's leading the race.
The director had the courage to take the onboard camera shot live from the start of the race, unlike the normal shot of the track, and it threw everybody out. After we had no testing, we had no practice, for him to do that was an extremely brave act.
It didn't work out the way I think it was supposed to work out, other than the fact that it was great for me because I won the race. Unfortunately for the camera, there was no action other than streaks of water coming across the bubble. But it was something very spectacular, I believe, and everybody that was involved were really hungry to see the content of what it was because it was the first time ever seeing such footage.
And on the Sunday, all the sports newspapers around Europe covered the Assen TT, and in particular commenting on the spectacular coverage from Randy Mamola's bike. And in a way, that particular race was pivotal in the live coverage of motorsport. I mean, today you cannot imagine watching a Grand Prix without having onboard cameras. It puts the viewer in the passenger seat, if you like.
The 1985 camera system weighed 1,325 grams, but the technology has moved on, and today the size of the components has reduced significantly. The MotoGP features onboard cameras 17 times lighter than 30 years ago. Without doubt, MotoGP has become the pinnacle of the onboard motorsport television coverage, providing unparalleled high-definition footage and bringing worldwide spectators even closer to the action.